Welcome to Robot House. It's Nintendo Direct Day. That means we're going to talk about it a little. And maybe give you some of our opinions, too. But
We'll see you in court.
Patrick isn't paying attention to anything today.
What do you mean?
We took some pre-recorded messages, and I put them up in the soundboard. So if it sounds like he doesn't make any sense, that's because I really am not good at selecting things from our vast recording history.
Yes. Wiggity wig wham.
Merkel!
No straw.
Yes, just me, Pat, and Mark. Steve couldn't make it. Poor Steve. He's alive, though. It's a busy time of year for him. A lot of new toys just came out. So, no, he calls them toys.
Ah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I was going to make a joke with him here. It doesn't make any sense now. When we get to Everoasis. Oh, well. I'll make it anyway. Maybe it'll still be funny.
See, you wasted one.
I didn't make a soundboard of you. That would require me.
Don't know this.
It would just
You're
be
breaking the
it would be like
fourth
10
wall.
minutes of you laughing. That's the only footage I have.
Great.
I could probably do one of Steve, but it'd be non sequiturs.
Then it
For
would
him
just
breaking,
fit right
like,
into part.
Whenever we get Steve to laugh on a recording is the highlight of my day. Because you know he's paying attention. He doesn't want to speak up for whatever reason, but then he cracks. Okay, so let's start off. The new opening, where it stitches together a Nintendo logo. Looks like that's going to be the thing going forward. No more themes. And Mr. Koizumi is our host. Not speaking in English, which I kind of appreciate. That was the Wallace thing. Pat, you didn't see it, but Mark, how do you like the new intro?
Yeah, it was okay.
It'll grow on us, I think. He's
I'm
not
sure
trying to be anything he's not. We got this new list thing, which I appreciate a lot. It's nice to be able to keep track of what you're watching instead of just going right to the next thing.
It also gives this rough idea to get to, so they get certain things.
It's nice. A table of contents, if you will. It also allows them to split up the video into chunks for their website. Convenient. Let's see. First off, for 3DS, they announced Pikmin and a Pikmin amiibo, both coming out on the 28th of July. Pikmin doesn't...
I only care about one of them.
Yeah. It's notable, it's not Pikmin and Olimar, so it's not going to work with Smash in the way you want.
It's just a big
Yeah.
red, yellow.
And
yeah.
pink.
Ooh, 5. I don't know about this platformer. First off, it's made by the guys who made Yoshi's New Island.
Oh boy.
And it's on a dual screen system, so there's going to be a lot of dead space in there. When you
Yeah.
come in between screens. Though it seems like you only use the bottom one, so maybe not.
Wouldn't the bottom one just be the...
No, it's not a Pikmin game. It's a platformer. Okay, so it is... You collect Pikmin, they have their attributes, but you use them to solve platforming puzzles and kill enemies now instead of digging for treasure and carrying it back to your ship.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That part.
I mean, you still collect stuff.
So like...
Yeah, it's... The other thing is it's 2D. So, like, there's weight puzzles, like, you need to put so many Pikmin on an elevator.
I get
Yeah,
it.
if you have them, but... And, obviously, Olimar can't attack Pikmin, or can't attack enemies, but Pikmin can. There's electrified enemies now. Water hazards and stuff, I assume.
Yeah, I got
it seems a little simplistic from what they've shown so far.
it. Except for,
yeah.
pick
Well,
up
they didn't-
supplies.
They weren't very specific on if it has a time limit or not. We still don't
I'm
know a
just
lot
saying,
about this game.
The
Even though,
general...
yeah.
You haven't...
We
haven't
don't know
seen
how
it.
the levels are constructed. We don't know if you go into like a Metroid-style world or anything like that.
Or if it's like
just
level
like level
based.
1, level 2. No, it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks nice. That's what makes me wary because it looks beautiful.
And
they
yet,
put some effort into it, but I don't know how fun it'll be to play.
Into
The
that.
fact that it's still not out means they had to do some major work on it because it was announced like a year and a half ago. I hope not. Pikmin deserves... I mean, I hope it's good, but I hope it does better than Chibi Robo did. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
you're
mind
probably
that.
right about that.
2 birds with 1 stone there. The problem with Chibi Robo is people want an open world game where you explore like giant areas as a little robot. No one wanted whatever that game was. I traded it in day 1, so I got $10.
Congratulations.
Literally, it came in the mail from Amazon, then I went down to GameStop. Here you go.
you got a deal out of it.
Mhm.
Yep. Congratulations on the amiibo.
No, I spent $20 on an amiibo.
$30 on it.
Which is
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
Now
so
why it's so like
Toys R Us
$3?
is clearing out stock of their old ones, though.
I don't have any left.
Yeah, all you
You
have
mean
are
you finally get rid of
Waluigi's.
all those? Wait, did you finally get rid?
Those have been gone for a while.
The minute Zelda came out, any Zelda amiibo disappeared.
Yeah,
I
the
still
only
need to
thing
find
we got.
Arrow Link.
I
The
think we've already
internet's
sold
most
out.
favorite characters, you mean? Well, gee, I don't
Yeah.
feel validated at all that those are
Well,
worthless characters
if you
who
think
shouldn't be in
about
Smash.
it, though,
They work in
What are
Mario
you gonna
Party.
use them
That's the series
they
they're part of.
work in.
That's because nobody
I mean,
actually likes them. People on the internet make a big deal about Daisy and Waluigi. I'm like, just stop.
I like them aside, the main
They're
character.
not main characters, and you got your Daisy costume, so just stop. They're not important. Let's move on. Next up, Ever Oasis. Does anyone care about this?
I know, or
Yeah.
at least
Something, because I really don't care anymore. I said it's Nendoroid ready with its graphics, and that literally all the characters are right proportion for one, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't care. The names are even generic as hell. The Water Spirit, Estima.
it
It looks nice. You're right. Like, this is something that should have came out already. It's
like that
headed to
game.
its second E3.
Like that game briefly showed the next.
Yeah, that was free to play. They weren't hoping for much there. This is like they're gunning on this on being a big thing, and I'm like, it is not gonna be a big thing, guys.
I think
I guess if you like Secret of Mana, then the pedigree is there, and he did create a fun game way back in the day. I just don't see this having legs. Maybe it's more for Japan, but
they should release a demo.
Yeah,
It is.
But we don't have a demo.
Yeah, this is a game I can't see being fun by yourself. You're constantly swapping characters.
Wait, this is.
Yeah,
Pat, that's how they.
I know it sounds like something that you would play on a console or even a Switch, where it might look better. But no, it's a 3DS game. It is a 3DS ass 3DS game. It is not impressive looking at all.
Whoa.
Not for the 3DS at any rate. It's not pushing it.
Well, it's obvious.
It is an N64 game if I'd ever seen one. Okay.
Here we go!
Speaking of games that should be on Switch, Monster Hunter Stories finally coming out in the fall. That's specific. No word on the amiibo. Nope. Though I don't think we're getting the cat one over here. We're definitely getting the dragons because they're cool looking. The cat one is so hideously ugly. I don't know that anyone wants it.
Probably will be.
I think they'll have a hard time selling it. It is really an atrocious design. I don't know what Capcom was thinking. I know what they were thinking. They're thinking, oh, Pokemon money, but no, that didn't work for them. This is actually, if you're not used to Monster Hunter, this is a more slow-paced version. You have a party. It's more like
God,
Well, slower paced. Well, I should probably rephrase that. It's paced like a regular RPG. Yeah.
The RPG,
Yeah, you
like
still-
Final Fantasy.
Like, you don't need to farm a Rathalos 100 times to make your armor.
Mhm.
Each part of the armor takes, like, one part of a drop from a monster. You still get armor and weapons the same way, but it's faster. And you raise monsters in this. So you can have, like, a baby Rathalos fight with you. I've never played it. I hope we get a demo before it comes out. Historically, we do.
It'll probably be E3 by invitation.
This is, I should say, this is probably easier to pick up and drop when you don't feel like Monster Hunter anymore. Whereas with regular Monster Hunter, you really have to just keep the grind going for months, years even. Because I've fallen off that wagon so many times. Okay. Next up, Yokai Watch, who cares? I don't know why they keep trying with this. Psychic Spectre version.
For gaming.
Not really. Even level 5 is moving off it. I'm glad it's falling out of popularity, so maybe the next Pokemon game will have a story that's interesting. And it'll focus on whatever the hell Sun and Moon was trying to do. No, because I don't care anymore. The map is horrible. If we do a Pokemon retrospective, I'm going to be really harsh on Sun and Moon. That's the other thing.
It's just really hard. I usually try Pokemon. That's why, you know.
Well, there's not even a national dex, so you could probably just GTS if you're patient.
Mm-hmm.
But
I could probably do something.
for all the good stuff they added, they took away a good map, and say what you will about XY, at least it had a decent sized map. This is probably the smallest Pokemon game in a while.
And so I
Yeah,
understand
well, there's
that.
20 Hawaiian islands. They could have done a little more. I know there's more than that.
A
Come on.
DLC.
I think Stars is going to have a bigger map, and there's going to be a lot of apology stuff in it because it's going to be on Switch. But yeah, I don't. They shouldn't have released it like that. And again, we'll do this in a Pokemon retrospective. Because if I get into it now, that's just going to change the whole course of the episode. But needless to say, I'm not happy with it. I'm especially not happy with how they're doing Mega Stones. Freaking just put them all in. Why do I have to wait for you to freaking gate them to me?
Yokai Watch 2 Psychic definitive version
Yeah,
here.
nobody cares. Nobody who owns a 3DS seems to care either because they aren't buying the damn games. The kids like the show, which level 5 makes a ton of cash on, but no one wants the damn game, and no one wants the toys. If the last clearance at Toys R Us was any indication. But if you want to know the origin of Dark Nean, spend $45 on this pile of crap. That's right, they're $45. They're not even 30. Oh God.
You know what's gonna happen, Jason? And die, you're gonna ghost like.
If I die and become a yokai, at least no one will be able to see me.
Still be called Jason.
No, my name will be some sort of horrible pun.
Has to be a
Or
pun.
one that's not good enough to be a pun, but they put it in anyway. Like Whaleson or something.
Oh my
he
God!
wails.
Why? Oh
Let's
my
move.
God!
Or
They already have one of those.
I know, whatever.
Yeah.
Genius.
I've called that thing so many horrible names. Its name isn't that bad. I think I called it Butt Slammer once. Fart Master.
Close enough, man. Close enough.
Okay, I'm sorry, let's move on. Called Sep Revolt is coming to 3DS. Just in time to be relevant.
You want to do that one more time? I didn't
Called
understand
Sep
what you said.
Revolt. I've never heard of it either, but apparently... Well, I've heard of Called Sep. I've just never played it. It's a board game mixed with RPG stuff. I don't know. Mark, this seems like something you'd play.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Just like
Mark. Oh, good Lord. No.
Okay, we can move on. It comes out August 30th if you want it. Now here's where I'm excited. RPG Maker Fez. Technically. Why couldn't they call it Festival in America? Come on.
You can't do that here.
It's coming with a bunch of character skins, including Disgaea. So I assume that means there'll be Persona skins in there too. They just couldn't say it. I want this. It looks like a really trimmed down version of RPG Maker, but like that's fine. And you can if you there's an app you can download, and you can just play the games even if you don't own RPG Maker.
Huh.
So, yeah, so that's good.
It
Looks like the Advanced Wars level editor, but a little more sophisticated. So I'm down for it. The bigger ones like require programming knowledge, and I don't have enough money to bust into that yet, but I do want to eventually someday. But this will be a nice entry, I think. Okay, next up, Metopia. Anyone care? It's one of their free-to-play RPG, or I guess it's not free. It's probably like $3. Or no, is it a full title? Ugh, no thank you.
I already knew we called it me. I'm like, come on.
Tamagotchi life.
Yeah, it has RPG battles. Your team can have... I like the concepts inherent in it, but you know what you could have done, Nintendo? Made it a real game. Not using Mii's.
Oh, use the Mii's.
Like,
We need more Mii's.
Because they're using weird classes. I think they stole all the Bravely Default classes. Because I saw Popstar in there and Nekomancer. But why couldn't you put all those classes in with their own personality, give them names, and then you can pick your party from that, and go have this thing where you're like playing this relationship game and an RPG. That would be fun. And it doesn't have to use dumb Mii's. You know how many Mii's I have on my 3DS? Mine. 'Cause I don't care. Ugh. So terrible. I think there's so much potential in the idea of this game. It hurts that they wasted it on Mii's. Because there's so much stuff they can't do because it's somebody's face and they're afraid of cyberbullying. Which is legitimate, and that's why they shouldn't have used Mii's. But, whatever. Next up, Fire Emblem Echoes. Or The Link Between World, or no, Zelda 2 of Fire Emblem is what you should call it. They announced a bunch of stuff with this. date was was revealed in the last direct, but there's a season pass, free and paid DLC will be available, adding a bunch of new maps, which is impressive. They're really putting some faith in this game. We'll see.
They got you.
Well, they made it pretty clear this is different from every other Fire Emblem, so I'm hoping that like this has actual like dungeons in it and stuff. You don't just do like literally you go into a dungeon and fight things like it's a Zelda game. I don't know. we'll see. I thought there was one more thing.
With fire?
No, different game. That must be on Switch. Okay, never mind. And then that's a Fire Emblem. No word on anything the Amiibo do, so that's nice. Next up, it's Kirby's 25th anniversary. Did we miss an anniversary? No, shut up. Speaking of which, I found a mostly to scale Metroid toy at Toys R Us. As horrible as those Jack-specific figures are, this one was pretty nice. Probably because it was mostly translucent plastic, and you can't really screw that up.
You can't really screw up a Metroid. That's what it is.
It's a dome with spikes and 3 balls in it. That's all Metroid can be. It doesn't light up, though, so they did screw it up. Well, just put a little light bulb in it. It's attached to a base.
I could have
It's
done
next to
that.
the fattest Wind Waker Ganondorf I've ever seen in my life.
Oops. I mean, he
You
has
know
lots
how
of-
he's supposed to look, but they
Yeah.
can't do that in a toy. So he just looks fat. He only has elbow articulation, and he's at least as expensive as the Metroid because they were the same size box and on the same shelf. But there was no price
Sure.
tag, so I didn't buy the Metroid. Because I had a
Maybe it
horrible
was King
feeling.
Dedede.
I had a horrible feeling it was $30. I'd buy King Dedede if it was a statue. I don't. If they pretended to
See,
give him
that's what the
articulation.
Ganondorf was, but he was nice.
No, because he had movable arms and I assume movable legs. So that makes him a toy. Anyway, back to Kirby. Kirby Clash DX is out now. It's free to start. I don't know what that means, but it's horrifying to me. I know what it means. I just don't know what they could actually charge for in this game. Maybe levels? It looks okay. I'm not going to put any money into that. But,
Nope.
yeah. If you have Robobot, it's basically that game.
Don't bother.
Well, it's expanded. Apparently, they've added more bosses and stuff. And then Kirby's Blow Up Blast is an expanded version of 3D Rumble from Robobot. It looks like it's a full game. There's an Attack on Titan reference with King Dedede.
Yeah.
That's neat. They didn't mention when it's coming out. Fall, I think.
When
It's this year. I don't think they don't celebrate the specific date usually. And then a new multiplayer Kirby is coming out as well. They didn't give a title. They didn't hint what it might be. But I guess this is an Amazing Mirror sequel. Because that's about all they haven't hit with this Kirby engine for 3DS. And it would be a cool way to go out. Maybe it'll have online to the formula. Yeah.
over a weekend in clubs.
Unless this is like a Return to Dreamland type deal. What's going on here?
I don't know. No, of those.
Well, they didn't show anything in the third game. That's the problem.
Maybe.
Crazy.
Yeah. One of my recorders is freaking out.
It's because you mentioned
Yeah,
Probably.
that's what it
It kept trying to close itself. I don't know why I bother using it. It won't. It's never stable, no matter how many times they update it. I really hope we get Zencaster to work someday. So much easier. Okay, next up is Box Boy 3. It's just Box Boy. But it's the final entry in the Box Boy saga.
I guess it's okay, man.
I think this is something you could have given us all 3 in one package now, but I'm not paying full price for all these games.
Like,
No one
guess maybe it
cares
wasn't as
anymore.
popular.
They know people
Yeah.
import Amiibo if they want to use them.
I don't know. It's
Yeah, that's true. That's probably no retailer would pick it up.
no.
It'd have to be a GameStop exclusive, and any fans would be mad at that. So it's a lose-lose for them. But hey, if you want to use for your Kirby Amiibo, you can get skins for your
skins on
Box
it, yeah.
Boy. I like my Kirby Amiibo, and I have a hunch it'll be useful in the new multiplayer Kirby coming this fall. But I get my UFO Kirby whenever I want, so I don't care. Let's see. Speaking of Amiibo, they announced a new Zelda Amiibo, a Majora's Mask Link, Twilight Princess Link, and Skyward Sword Link. Only 2 of these give unique items. because if you have Smash Brothers Link, he's Twilight Princess Link. But if you prefer to have a Twilight Princess Link in a cool pose and not being held up by a brick of piss, this is your chance.
Yeah.
But
only anticipating.
Yeah. And then the final wave of Smash Amiibo, or is it? We got Player 1 and Player 2 versions of all three, actually.
Yeah.
That would be Pat. I don't know what's going on tonight. We'll try to get Pat back, but I'm not going to stop the recording just because.
Yeah. Break on through.
I almost thought that was him for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. Here we go. I'll try to get him back. But anyway. Yeah, they'll work on Mario Kart too.
Yeah.
We are not. We may not get Pat on, people. Well, I'll try one more time.
He keeps pushing.
Okay, so.
But at present moment, Amazon.
But right now it's just Cloud, Bayonetta, and Corrin. Which is so. You know why they did Player 2? Because no one wants male Corrin. Everyone complained when they did it with the other Robin. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. They come out sooner than I thought, which is fine.
Yep.
Really annoyed at which one they decided was Player 2 Bayonetta, but okay.
The retail.
Yeah. I have confidence they're lying about their numbers because none of the third-party ones have been hard to find. They have been really well stocked. Yeah, it does not want us to call Pat. I'll see what's going on with him in a second. Now my notes won't come up. I don't know. There's not much else to say on.
That was the last part of it all.
Yeah.
You wonder.
They have to, right?
Switch.
I don't think there's much life left in the 3DS. This might be its last year. It's a good way to go out. I'm fine with it. The support. This is a lot more than I expected, though. And there's probably more coming. They said they can support it through 2018, which I don't believe, but it could go into March or April.
Kimishima also said the Switch wouldn't replace the U, so...
Well, they don't say that. I don't think that's news when they say that anymore.
I mean, they won't, they don't want to confirm what others or anything. Mario.
Yeah. Let's, I bet his computer died. Well, send me a message.
Yeah.
There we go. We thought maybe your laptop died. You're just in time for, Switch talk. We got a little depressing there at the end.
Yeah. For ARMS.
Yes. They
ARMS
really sold me more on I was sold to begin with because I thought it looked nice, but they really sold me on the depth of this game.
Yeah, it looks more than what's whack.
Yeah. Well, they confirmed that you can change the direction of your punch as it's being punched. Because they showed that robot girl, the one with the huge mech suit, her punch curved like 3 or 4 times to try to get to a target. No, Mechania. I'm not a fan of that.
Not the one.
Yeah.
Overwatch people.
She's a little younger than May. She could be May's sister. Wait, May's the Eskimo one, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, Diva's. Okay, so there's elemental attacks. Each weapon has one. There's the standard fire ice. There's also explosion. Looks like there's one that blinds you. So I'm looking forward to seeing those. You can disable an opponent's arm for a few minutes. Well, seconds.
We need a sight.
Yeah. Which,
Is there...
No. First off, that would be weird with those weird arm designs. But, he can't be in any video game. I want him in the next Dragon Ball Z game. He fought Vegeta. It's canon. But he did. He told Vegeta how he trains, and he got all pissed. And apparently that's how he became Super Saiyan God. But no,
we got ourselves.
Dalsim would be nice. They revealed the new not racist at all character Min Min, who has ramen arms.
Oh boy!
Is her hair ramen too?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's part of her costume. I don't think these people actually have these arms. Like they're wearing like a suit. That's why Machina's is so old. Machina's is like a first gen suit. Well, I'm sure they'll explain it. The Mummy obviously has mummy arms, but
becomes a dragon.
A dragon, yes. I kind of wanted both arms to become dragons because then we could call her Gundam Notaku.
Double dragon.
No, Notaku.
A double dragon I like better.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
The Notaku Gundam with 2 dragon hands.
I didn't.
Nobody knows.
It'd be funnier because she's a girl and As we all know, Lee Face horrible with women. No, technically they revealed like 5 new characters, but we just got to 9, I think, not including a boss. We know there's a final boss. Probably not.
No, Spring Man.
No, I thought about this. It has to be somebody with 4 arms.
Same.
Well, it won't be somebody that we know.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like Punch Out. No, my theory is it'll either be some sort of take on Shiva with a punny name, or it'll just be, you're right, it'll be a Nintendo character. But I'm hoping it's a Shiva guy. Mecha Shiva, if you will.
I mean, come on. I know the line
They
when it
even know Sanskrit. Yeah. It's out June 16th, right after E3, or right before E3. No, wait. I don't know when E3 is this year. It's sometime in the range of E3. And also about that time, neon yellow Joy-Cons and a battery pack extender for your Joy-Cons. If you want them to last that extra decade before you need to recharge them again. I only recharge them because I use off-screen mode a lot. I don't really... It's weird. The yellow ones don't look neon. They look banana yellow. But maybe it's just me. I'm looking forward to ARMS. I really hope they give us a demo, though. It can even just be 2 characters. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be a big tournament scene around it, too.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have...
No one's been paying attention, but they showed us some, I think, new stages. Yeah, and that ruin, which I think belongs to the mummy. Like, there's stuff like pillars to avoid, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But no one's focusing on those, and I think stage design is going to be important. Okay.
And plus, also, 2-1.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, because you can attack separate characters at the same time. 2-on-2 is actually really interesting. That would be cool for a tournament.
Imagine if they confirm, like, team attacks.
Well, even just, they showed that every character has some sort of deflectability. So...
Down B.
Well, like Mei apparently, if you jump into an attack, and she'll kick it out of the way if she's in the air. So that's neat. She's Chun-Li of Noodles.
Spin kick.
And then Spring Man just has a general deflectability. It seems like it takes a while to recharge, so you can't just spam it.
Starts getting charged.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I think once this game comes out, we're probably going to have to do an episode on it. They didn't mention online. I'm a little worried about that. I really hope there's online play. Yeah. They didn't show... We don't know how many weapons there are yet, so it's one of those things where we don't know how like big this game actually is.
Mm-hmm.
So next up, Mario Kart 8. Nothing special. Seems like everything will be unlocked from the start. I'm buying it, but only for battle mode. If I don't have to unlock anything, fine by me. It looks like everything's there from the start, which is cool. They added stuff. I'm sure it'll be fun. And 2-player right out of the gate. Russia gets a freaking bundle, but we don't. I'm sure we'll get one at Christmas, but odds are you didn't own a Wii U anyway. So you'll probably want to play this game again. Okay, so next up, Ultra Street Fighter 2. Not much. They added Violent Ken and Evil Ryu.
Good mode.
Yeah. It looks pretty. There's a 2 versus 1 is only the single player is a computer. I'm like, well, that's not fair. I think there's more they could have done with that.
Looks nice. People are criticizing.
Yeah. And there's a cross-go mode where all you have to do is push buttons on the screen to win.
Nothing but.
That's all he does if you ever tried to play him on a 3DS Street Fighter.
Oh.
He taps the buttons for Hadouken and
Shoryuken.
kick if he's close enough. No, he never used Shoryuken because I think it has online play. Let's see. And then, I don't know. Next up is Minecraft. I don't care. I don't want to say it's a bad game. It's so not for me. And I wish it was.
I think. Or it might be like Goswade, but way to go.
Yeah.
Still is.
I mean, people still like it, but I just, I can't even add Pat back to the call. Oh, well.
We were more than halfway.
Yeah. I'll let them know not to bother coming back in. I think kids like it, but I guess this is technically the first portable version of it, so we'll see how it does. But Nintendo had the chance to buy Minecraft.
Should have did it. Even
Yeah.
Miyamoto.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't think it ever got to Iwata, or he would have bought it in a second. That's just the kind of guy he is.
He would have played.
Yeah, I mean it's a little rough for them, and he probably would have. We probably would have a very different version of Minecraft than what we have now.
Yeah.
But man,
There'd be no zombies. There would be no.
Yeah. No, he might leave them in. They've done zombies before. But I just think it would look better, for one thing.
No.
Yeah, sorry. They're definitely... The Nintendo stuff would have been better handled, but... Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
Then, after that, they announced the Neo Geo Arcade stuff. I guess if you like their old fighting games, I might look into some of this. But Neo Geo is always kind of hoity-toity rich boy crap to me.
Depends on the character.
I mean, if they cost that much back in '96, I would have played all of it. But it just looked really nice, and it was super expensive. Even the arcade stuff was like $1. I'm like, I can't play this. Then they showed us the Sonic Forces new trailer, newish trailer.
Yeah, complete
that's
with
Blaze,
some
right? Everyone's saying
No.
it's not. No, it's a cat surrounded by fire. Then who do you
that
think
looks
it is?
like.
I think they changed her design. Because normally Blaze would have that robe, you're right. And that gives her a different kind of silhouette. But if she's going to play like Sonic, who's to say they didn't alter her a little bit?
And either
Could be a younger Blaze.
Tail.
I mean, come on, it's a cat surrounded by fire. I know, but that's specific imagery. And she's the only character that can do 3D and 2D modes, because she's been in both types of games. That's such a waste if it is. Her whole thing is time travel.
So
yeah, but no one likes Silver.
We
Also,
only-
she sent him back to die. No, she hated Silver as much as we did.
we know it's not the third play of
Yeah.
Sonic for
Well,
some odd
they
reason.
say that, but I think if it is Blaze, I think what happened is he used her to bring future tech from the future, and
Stuff from Mega.
yeah, and that's how he took over the future. Well, no, remember that future doesn't exist anymore. So the Blaze of the future. It's weird. We don't know because they kind of retcon Blaze for
She hasn't been seen
for
since
Sonic
the
2006. Yeah.
generation.
So I don't think if they go with the Sonic Rush version, she's from another dimension.
Oh wait, she was in Sonic.
We'll see.
Not playable. She was just.
It's
like
not
a
the
mix.
first time they've retconned her to fit somewhere. But my theory is that he took her from the future, took her gems or the fire gems or whatever. Yeah. And he used them with the Chaos Emeralds to take over the world. Interestingly, only 99%, which leads me to believe maybe the Chaos Emeralds and the Soul Emeralds like counteract each other, and that 1% is where the Chaos Emeralds are. But he basically he's ruling the world with future tech and the Soul Emeralds. And Blaze, in the past, who looks a little younger, which would explain why she looks different, and doesn't have the top knot, has to get them back. And I think she brought past Sonic. Because why would Eggman bring another Sonic into the future? Well, that would just cause a time paradox. He should know that. I mean, it could be Blaze's ancestors. We don't know how far ahead in the future they want to make her. I don't know. We'll see.
Another.
Sega doesn't own those characters, though. No,
Archie.
well, Archie didn't own them to begin with. The company that made the show owns them. It's all weird, complicated legal nonsense. So, next up, Sonic Mania. They didn't really show
Nothing
anything
new.
new. Knuckles was playable.
So
Yeah.
that's not too long, but
Yeah. They usually don't talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Project Mekaru. This is just Bomberman. It's literally just Bomberman, but they'll have to... This is clearly part of something else, because there's no way that the aesthetic makes sense otherwise. I really hope that is. I don't want people to be so fucking mad. No, but it's just... They're wearing robot suits. The flipping mechanic doesn't... I don't know. It's an eShop game, so they clearly don't have any faith in it.
No.
Let's see.
I was thinking.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think it's not the next.
Fate Extella is next.
Curiously,
Yeah.
to me.
The term is Muso, but this is in the Fate Stay universe, as far as I know. I don't watch those shows because they're gross porn that they release an anime of that isn't gross porn, so that you'll watch the gross porn. uh, but if you're into that,
I only that's
now,
all
I know
just to see if announce anything.
not to slam Steve because I don't want people to think he's a creep. He has one. I think he is a fan of Fate Stay, so he would probably know more about this. I'll have to ask him later. Let's see. That's out July 25th. It looks okay. It looks ugly though.
Mm.
Again,
Yeah.
all these Fire Emblem looks ugly to me too, though. So I think maybe they're just not pushing the Switch as well as they could. This looks like a PS2 port almost. Next up, speaking of ports, Disgaea 5 comes out May 23rd. It's the Ultimate
fine.
Edition. I don't. I missed the boat on this so many years ago. I'm sure it's fine, and if you like Disgaea, portable Disgaea seems like it will just end your life as you know it.
I did go and
Did you play as the Puyo or the Tetris? Did you turn on colorblind mode? Okay, so the reason this game never really came out over in America is because most men our age are red-green colorblind. Most American men in general are. But Asians don't have that issue. So there's certain Puyo pieces that look identical to us that aren't. So they have to go in and change the color of one piece, and apparently that's tuned. So you don't really need it. I guess there's certain ink combinations that are hard to tell the difference, but I never ran into it. I just turned it on. Kind of ruined a Transformer one for me.
yeah, it's out against the so I'm like,
Yeah. Yes.
But for some it looks nice. The voice act a little bit, but
well, I had a feeling it might not be balanced very well, but I think it has multiplayer. I would buy it just for that. Okay.
MO does it.
Oh yeah. Probably not online like it should be, but I'll live.
You know what? No.
Mark
I'm
was
sure
defeated by the Puyo.
Sure, this old buck could have been like
no. You have to have the mindset for Puyo Pop going in. It's like Tetris Attack. If you don't know what you're gonna do,
Tetris.
Mario is not really comparable. It's very slow paced. Like even Tetris Attack isn't right because you can only flip pieces in one way. In Puyo you can do two. But I just it's hard to explain. I played a lot of Kirby's Avalanche when I was younger.
Those are two different games.
Yeah, Kirby's Avalanche is a Puyo game, but
Stacker is more.
Star Stacker is closer to Tetris Attack, but it's a little different.
Yeah, that's
one of those puzzle games Nintendo made and then just decided didn't exist anymore.
All right, okay. But unfortunately.
Speaking of killing hype, you must be the Monopoly Man.
Yeah, if it weren't for copyright strike, that's be a clip you insert.
I think as long as I just put that in, it wouldn't trigger because it's under 10 seconds. But I'd also have to find it, and I think if I type in Ace Ventura on Google, bad things will happen. I know the bit by heart, though, so I could probably do most of it. It could be new Monopoly with new pieces. No.
That's why.
Softly. Play as a Rainbow Six Trooper, Raymond, the thing from Raymond, and then 7 rabbits.
It'll be until... that game.
Ubisoft has not really aged well as a company. I'm sure we could have a nice discussion about how stupid their policies are. Their new CEO wants them to be EA. I'm like, why would you want to be the most hated company in video games? They literally don't have any franchises. They just have sports, and they had to buy BioWare to have anything. Ugh. Okay, let's move on.
You think Monopoly will have a line?
No, they never are. I'm fine with that, though. That's like, especially since this is trying to recreate the board game atmosphere, I don't really want it online. Do you want to play Monopoly with people online, Mark? Do you really want to hear that word?
Friends online, sure.
Yeah, exactly. But one comes with the other, and you'll be tempted one day, and you'll go on, and you'll be called every racial slur in the world because you bought Park Place.
Thimbles are all like.
I don't know why he just said a thimble, but the way he said it, I feel so violated. I hope it has the new pieces, because they retired like the iron and I think they
keep them so that way.
Yes. Oh well. Next up is Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. Next.
Well,
it's not a bad game. I really
it's a great game. That whole stuff.
Yeah.
Added some
Yeah.
But it's
Maintain with
on.
them
It's
because it's
portable now
Ubisoft. They
too.
were always going to charge $50 for this.
I think I did the whole. So
Yeah.
I think it was like the fifth.
Yeah,
or
my
something.
brother was really into that demo. Yeah.
I don't think that was a real.
Maybe they spent too much in development and
We don't.
contracts. If
Even
it's
know if
real, it's coming.
And that was just falling away a bit too.
Yeah, a lot of people collaborated though, so I'm a little iffy. I think we'll know for sure at E3.
The whole
This is like a 2018 title, if anything. These next two, I've never heard of Sign Mora.
Looks okay. Never heard of it either.
Shooter with a story is nice. The problem is I suck at shooters, so I'll never get the story.
It's like
sorta. I can't even remember what they were. They were Zelda-like games. The second one came out on Wii U. Yeah, Darksiders. Traditionally, says it'll support split screen. Does not mention if it does LAN play with multiple Wii U's. It should theoretically. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I was thinking about that last game. But this is like a 6-year-old game. But if they're releasing it on Switch, I don't see how Nintendo would have sought them out. So they must be thinking there's a reason people might be interested in this. It sounds fun. This guy. So
and Bison.
Yeah. I'm actually looking up here. Maybe Fate Excella? We'll see.
I think it's
too much. It's probably going to be full price. I don't mind so much if it's full price for this because they're going to have to rework it for split screen.
I have to make sure that they'll go.
So every guy has a job to do, and the first half of the game is getting to the vault. The second half is getting out with the money. Then you upgrade your character with armor drops and weapon drops and stuff. It takes a while. It's just grinding the same couple of missions over and over again to get the best character for them. So not boring, but I don't know. Like maybe I'll pick it up, but only if you guys do. Otherwise, I don't see the point.
I'll see. I might. It didn't really.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Next up, Namco Museum. We don't have to talk about this long because I want to get right to Splatoon. A bunch of old games. Yeah, I feel the same way. Splatterhouse, though. Yeah, I don't know. Not for the price they're going to be asking because it's going to be full price. This is like a $20 game. And if it's anything less than $30, fine. But I'm not paying $60 for it.
Play all these go.
I can do that already. Half of them are on the freaking virtual console.
I know.
I don't. Yeah. That's fine, but that's not an extra $20 fine. Let's see. Extra TV docks will go on sale, $5.19. They say limited number.
Some already.
Yeah, that just means that
a new model at the end of the year.
I guarantee we're gonna get a dock with a fan and something that ups the RAM. Yeah, and that's fine. I don't need because going forward, I think they're gonna alternate between updating the dock and updating the actual Switch unit, and then they don't have to worry about because they've already Sony and Microsoft set the precedent. We might not ever get another new console, just upgrades on the existing. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because you can always skip a year and still be fine.
Yeah. Next.
But yeah, let's see. Next up, Splatoon.
Well, the tournament.
Well, the tournament, but yeah. I'm not too worried about that. Mine's gone, so I ain't joining this. You don't actually have to win a trip to E3 anymore. It's open to the public. You can go buy a ticket and go in.
You'll get your egg.
Which I think maybe next year we should plan a trip to do that. We can go one day and then go to Disneyland or something.
Disneyland.
I was kind of hoping there'd be a tournament mode mentioned in the next part, but no. Instead, they spend it all on this, which is fine. I'm equally excited about this. Basically, Horde mode has been added to Splatoon. What do they call it? Freelancing?
Pretty much.
Basically, you fight mutated salmon. Every so often, a boss will come out, and he'll drop a rare drop that you have to get back to a thing.
Yeah.
A containment vessel, basically.
Gold.
Yeah. It looks incredibly fun. You can be respawned by a teammate. It should give most of the weapons a time to shine. I think snipers will be very important in this mode.
Yes, they can kill.
Yeah. Which means you're gonna, if you play with randoms, you're gonna get 4 snipers.
And a...
Yeah. So always play with friends. This looks like the mode they want people to play with their buddies, which I'm fine with. The map looks like it's set in Seattle, off the coast of Seattle, which I like. I hope there's more maps. Obviously, there will be. They should get, considering a Salmon's Path, that's actually a pretty wide variety of stuff, so that'll be interesting. Not a lot else. Grisco. So maybe there's polar bear people or grizzly bear people.
Ports.
The Octopus Society. This is actually the first glimpse into their actual cities that they showed. Yeah. Looks like Octavio had a brother, and he is not a benevolent ruler. If that screen at the top there is any indication. Octolings are back, obviously. But it looks like story mode is going to be more in depth. Yeah.
Shooters is
well.
Plus
They
the
spent
fact
so much money on the multiplayer, but with Splatoon
came out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Splatoon they never wanted them. I think it was going to be a digital only title originally. I'm glad they went the route they did. This is coming out in July.
Late July.
Yeah. Which means their content must not. Maybe they're not doing drop content. Or if they are, it's not as much. I hope they don't reveal all the new weapons. I kind of want to be surprised. Though, to be fair, they didn't reveal all the new weapons in the last game. They just not leaked.
Sure.
From a hacker. Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah. We'll see. There were some interesting ones in there that were clearly unfinished, like the splash ball. Maybe that'll make an appearance. Okay.
Some of the amiibo.
Yeah. It sucks pants aren't an equipment item, though. It's just you can choose a pair of pants. But,
the new amiibo are okay.
Yeah.
Especially...
Well, they've always been lazy for Splatoon. I don't care. I'll buy... Maybe I'll buy these ones? I don't know. I don't really need another set that are basically identical.
Pretty much. I'm getting them because
blue. Well, the fact that they give you outfits and you don't have to work for them, like in the first game, is kind of tempting.
Something. Junior, whatever.
Junior, I think it is. That just raises even more questions.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so I think that's going to wrap us up, because we're going to run a little long otherwise. It was an okay direct. I could have done without the 3DS stuff. I mean, I get it, it's there, but there's only like 2 things on there that I want, so...
Until E.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't expecting this to be amazing. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm so disappointed. I'm like, dude, E3's in June. They're not going to give us everything for the next year. Smash is coming out in June. I'm almost convinced of it now. Right after E3, I guarantee it. That is going to be tricky.
It's in the holiday.
It is odd that they're releasing those amiibo, though, when they are. But you're right, they could save it for next year and just make a big March game out of it.
Fates and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably a preemptive just so they get...
They probably just... They're worried they're going to run out on the license for these, so they have to get them out the door.
It took twice.
I bet Square was like, no, you need to do both versions of Cloud.
That's just the fan whole
Yeah. I mean,
but
working in retail, I
understand
understand why those exist, but they're bad for the customer, and they shouldn't.
Ryu didn't get
2 because Capcom doesn't like its characters. But it's Cloud, and it's Cloud in his jacket from that emo movie. So that was happening. And then they just decided, okay, well, we'll make 2 of each of these guys. They made 2 of Bayonetta because people really get divided over her haircut. I prefer Bayonetta 1 myself, but... Okay, so... Yeah. Also, she doesn't look right with short hair. You know? Like, she doesn't look bad. It just... It'd be like when Marge wears her hair down. She doesn't look like Marge anymore. Yeah. I would love if they did an HD remake with the anime as a eShop release. But we'll see. I think 2 needs a Switch port at any rate.
Correct. That's this over.
It's mostly Ever Oasis.
What yokai watch?
I mean, most of those games there aren't for us for the Switch stuff, but they'll be sold in a minute because so many people have Switches now, and they're going to be hungry for games in about a week or 2, and most of the stuff will start hitting about then.
As soon as we get Splatoon, he's going to lay the rest of the year out all the way up to beyond.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to wrap us up for this week. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy our content. You can follow us at the following links. Twitter at King Riptor. Marcus at Analyst Duelist. Pat doesn't have a Twitter, but if you ask him a question, I will relay it to him. He'll say who cares, and I will make up an answer for you. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/RobotHousePodcasts. There's like nobody on there, but it's a Facebook group, so that stands to reason.
Yeah.
And you can follow Steve, who wasn't here today, on Otaku Henshin. That's at Otaku Henshin on Twitter. And otakuhenshin.com is his store. Has lots of cool stuff. Lots of he has pre-orders up now for a few things. I want to say there's a Zelda figure in there. He definitely has Nendoroids for pre-order if you like Overwatch. He should be getting a few of May is the first one coming out, and then I think Tracer. Yeah. So we will see you all next week.